They were dominated by Vincent O'Brien and Robert Sangster, leading owner of the time, who along with John Magnier put the money and force into Coolmore.
Actually, I'm a professional owner. I love every day. I mean, it's a sort of 7-day week. Involves a lot of travel, a lot of hard work. But the rewards are very rewarding if you come up with a top horse, good horses.
And there are few better Sangster horses than the Minstrel, whose main rival in the Derby was Blushing Groom, whose rider, Henri Sommenet, had never been round before until Jimmy Lindy showed him how.
You've got about a half a furlong to run before we straighten up to come out of it, Henri.
Blushing Groom is in 8th place. Then still going well as they run down into the turn now with just over 3 furlongs to run in the Derby, and it's $1 Million Man being pressed by Hot Grove. The Minstrel coming there in 3rd place. Then comes Be My Guest making progress. Behind them Blushing Groom on the outside unleashing a run. Behind him is Monseigneur. They're coming to the 2 furlong marker. It's Hot Grove from the Minstrel, then Blushing Groom, and Monseigneur still making rapid progress towards the stand side. But it's Hot Grove from the Minstrel and Blushing Groom. Then Monseigneur moving into 4th. They're racing into the closing stages now. And it's Hot Grove from the Minstrel, Blushing Groom and Monseigneur. 100 yards to run in the Derby. The Minstrel coming to challenge Hot Grove. And it's Lester Biggin and Willie Carson. The Minstrel on the outside, Hot Grove on the outside. And the Minstrel winning from Hot Grove. Blushing Groom is 3rd.
Leicester at his most powerful. And another Sangster flag bearer of the era, the dual Arc de Triomphe winner, Alleged, who showed plenty of courage from the front to repel the rare raid from New Zealand of Balmerino.
Downside, that is Alleged now from Balmerino and Pro. The race to the closing stages inside the final furlong now. That is Alleged being pressed by Balmerino. Alleged on the far side, Balmerino and Julian comes down Balmerino losing every number. Alleged is going to hold him in the line. Alleged spins in from Balmerino as the photo for 3rd. Between
12 months later, Alleged was back again to land the double. A double first. He did it the hard way, from the front, the only horse to have won the Arc de Triomphe twice.
We're in the business to produce stallions. If one was in it to exist to race for prize money, I mean, I'd pack up, I wouldn't be doing it. The Americans are different. I mean, they race for prize money. That's why they kept Affirmed in training this year. That's why they've kept Seattle Slew in training. But the prize money is very, very good. I mean, a horse like that can earn $700,000 in a year as a 4-year-old. And I mean, that is the American objective. They shoot for the prize money.
Sangster's then base was in the Isle of Man, but his stallions were in Ireland.
I mean, I don't get any advantage personally myself from the Irish-based stallions. But I think they are more enlightened, the Irish government, with, I think there's no tax on stallion nominations in Ireland, well, there is in England. But that's not the reason I send mares there. I mean, it just happens that the setup is very efficient in Ireland. We've got to get the highest fertility result, and I find that Coolmore return me 90% of my mares in a foal.
Back in 1984, when Sangster's Sadler's Wells won the Eclipse, few then realised that this was going to be the preeminent stallion of his era, though it must be said others were to be benefiting more than Sangster from this great sire. For the best horses, the best jockeys.
We've got to give Cawthon a chance. We've got the best trainers, we've got the best horses in the world, we want the best jockeys, simple as that.
And how do you feel that Lester's going to react?
He said to me at the December sales, he said, I suppose you'll be getting Robert Redford to ride Hawaiian Sound next year.
Ballydoyle and Coolmore was all about the production of top-class stallion prospects. They used the finest minds in the world, then the legendary Vincent O'Brien, succeeded, of course, in time by Aidan O'Brien, the undisputed master of Ballydoyle. And if they couldn't breed the stallion prospects, then they would cast around and buy in the best around, such as Danehill, champion sire in Australia, twice winner of the Vernon's Cup, has a huge following in Europe and the States as well, and of course his son, is another super sprinter, Mozart.
Hill storms into the lead from Silver Fling on Travel Wings, finishing fast on the outside, but it's Hill gonna win this race for the second year running for Colin. Hill storms away to win the lateral sprint. Hill wins with credit for running.
Mozart's performance in the July Cup at Newmarket was awesome, and running in the colours of Michael Table, arguably one of the men who has replaced Sangster in the modern setup at Ballydoyle and Coolmore.
Hughes was one of the last to complete. What a display here by Mozart.
And on a unique weekend in June 2001, that stallion superstar Sadler's Wells saw the winner of the Oaks in Imagine, to be followed a day later by the great Galileo in the Derby.
Imagine takes it up at 50 yards left to go, and Imagine goes on to win the Vodafone Oaks. Photo second, final fancy, the Royal Filly Dog.
Galileo's brilliance made him the most valuable stallion prospect of the modern era, and no finer team to exploit his commercial potential than that led by John Magnier, the Colossus of Coolmore, dark glasses perched on top of his head as usual, and that brain working faster than anyone else's in the business.
The story